Hello, this is Sleepy Health, and tonight we're going to drift slowly into the quiet chambers of your heart, the gentle engine that has carried you since the very moment your life began. As you settle in, maybe lying down or resting your head comfortably, allow your breath to soften, because together we're going to explore how the heart works, how it keeps you alive every second of every day, how it connects to your emotions, and how you can take care of it with simple habits, movements, and foods that help it stay strong. And as we move through this soft, sleepy journey, you might notice a calm sense of safety spreading through you, because the heart is not just a pump, not just a muscle, but also a storyteller of your entire life, beating a little faster when you're excited, slowing gently when you find peace, and communicating constantly with your brain, your hormones, and your emotions. Your heart, even right now, is doing something extraordinary without asking for anything in return. It squeezes and relaxes in a perfect rhythm, pushing warm, oxygen-rich blood through a vast network of vessels, like a hidden river system that nourishes every cell in your body. And this quiet rhythm never stops, not during sleep, not during stress, not even during the softest moments of stillness. It is always present, always loyal, always working. Tonight, we're going to understand how this incredible organ is structured, how it functions, and why every beat carries not only blood, but also a whisper of your experience, your memories, and your emotions. The heart, in its simplest form, is a four-chambered pump, organized like a beautifully designed house with two upper rooms and two lower rooms, each with a specific job, each working in harmony with the others. But if you look a little deeper, the heart is also an electrical system, a pressure manager, an emotional sensor, and even a communication device that speaks constantly with the brain through tiny chemical signals. As we drift deeper into the story, feel free to soften your breath. A slow inhale through the nose, a gentle exhale through the mouth, because the calmer you breathe, the calmer your heart becomes. And the calmer your heart becomes, the easier it is to understand just how miraculous this organ truly is. You might be surprised to learn that your heart started beating long before you were even aware of yourself, beginning its rhythm only 3 weeks after you were conceived, so tiny and delicate yet already forming the foundation of your life. From that moment, it never stopped. Not for a second. Not during stress, not during sleep, not during moments of sadness or joy. It has carried you through every chapter of your story with absolute dedication. And when we look at the structure of the heart, we find something almost poetic. Its walls are made of strong cardiac muscle, unique in the body because it never tires the way other muscles do. Your legs might get tired, your hands might get tired, even your mind might feel heavy, but your heart simply keeps going. Inside this remarkable organ, blood flows through 4 interconnected chambers: the right atrium, the right ventricle, the left atrium, and the left ventricle. The right side receives blood that has delivered all its oxygen, and the left side pumps out freshly oxygenated blood to every corner of your body. The valves between these chambers work like soft, gentle doors, opening and closing in a perfect rhythm. Lub-dub, lub-dub, so smooth and automatic that most people never think about them at all. But these tiny movements create the sound of your heartbeat, a sound that has echoed through every moment of your life. As you breathe in slowly, let yourself imagine these chambers, these valves, these pulses, not as something mechanical, but as something alive, warm, and endlessly devoted to you. When the heart squeezes, it sends blood rushing through arteries, bringing energy and oxygen to your brain, your muscles, your organs, even the tiny cells at the tips of your fingers. And when it relaxes, it fills again like a calm tide returning to the shore. This cycle repeats about 100,000 times a day, 100,000 soft reminders that you are alive. But there's more, much more. Your heart is deeply connected to your emotional world. When you're worried, it beats a little quicker. When you're excited or falling in love, it sends subtle signals that make your chest feel warm and full. When you're relaxed, like you might be feeling right now, its rhythm becomes smooth, gentle, steady. Scientists are discovering that the heart has its own tiny nervous system, sometimes called the heart brain, a small group of neurons that help the heart make decisions independently from the brain. And this little network can sense emotions, respond to stress, and help regulate your entire body's state of calm or tension. This means your heart doesn't just follow your mind. Sometimes your heart leads, and your mind follows. As we move deeper into this journey, you'll learn about the electrical signals that coordinate each heartbeat, the tiny nodes that spark the rhythm like quiet lightning inside your chest, and how these signals shape the flow of your blood. You'll explore how emotions and hormones interact with your heart, why stress influences the rhythm, and how certain experiences can strengthen or weaken cardiac health. You'll also learn simple exercises that support your heart, gentle breathing, slow stretching, mindful walking, and even certain foods that nourish the heart's vessels and tissues. Tonight, we're not just learning biology, we're appreciating a companion that has been with you since your earliest moment, one that will continue to support you as long as you live. So settle deeper into your space, breathe softly, and let the steady rhythm inside your chest guide you into the rest of this calming, sleepy exploration. As we drift gently into the next part of our quiet journey, imagine the heart not just as an organ, but as a small, warm sanctuary resting quietly in the center left of your chest. It sits there like a softly glowing lantern, cradled between your lungs, protected by your rib cage, cushioned by a thin fluid-filled sac called the pericardium. This tiny, delicate layer keeps the heart safe, reducing friction as it moves, because even though you might not feel it, your heart is constantly in motion, expanding and contracting in a flawless rhythm that never hesitates. When you picture it now, let your imagination soften the edges. See it as warm, smooth, pulsing gently as if it were breathing along with you. Inside this peaceful lantern-like organ, the structure becomes even more fascinating. The heart has 4 chambers, and each one is shaped perfectly for its specific purpose. The upper chambers, called atria, are like welcoming rooms that receive blood. They are smaller, softer, and they collect blood returning from the body and the lungs. The lower chambers, the ventricles, are more powerful and muscular, designed for pumping the blood out with strength and direction. As you breathe slowly, imagine the right atrium quietly receiving blood that has traveled through your entire body, carrying carbon dioxide and the traces of your day, your movements, your thoughts, your emotions. That blood flows gently into the right ventricle, which pushes it to the lungs where it receives fresh oxygen. Then the journey continues through the left atrium, gathering this newly oxygenated blood like a gift, and passing it down to the left ventricle, the strongest chamber of all. The left ventricle is powerful, with thick walls and incredible strength, because it must send blood to nearly every cell in your body, from your brain to your toes, with every single beat. Imagine that strength now, a silent, steady push that keeps you warm, energized, and alive. And between these chambers are the valves, tiny but vital. They open and close with such ease and precision that you almost feel like they're whispering, creating the gentle, lub-dubby sound associated with your heartbeat. These valves prevent blood from flowing backward, ensuring that every movement inside your heart is clean, efficient, and purposeful. The tricuspid valve separates the right atrium from the right ventricle, the mitral valve separates the left atrium from the left ventricle, and the pulmonary and aortic valves guide blood to the lungs and the rest of the body. Each valve is thin, flexible, yet incredibly strong, opening and shutting more than 100,000 times a day without ever growing tired. And surrounding it all, like an intricate system of roads, are your coronary arteries, small, branching vessels that deliver fresh blood to the heart itself. Your heart pumps blood everywhere, yet it also needs its own supply, a reminder that even the most giving parts of you need nourishment too. These arteries are vital, feeding the heart with oxygen and nutrients, keeping the muscles strong and healthy. And when they work smoothly, you feel energized, warm, and balanced. But when they become narrow or stiff, the heart must work harder, reminding you how delicate and beautiful this balance truly is. Now, imagine the heart's walls. They are made from a special type of muscle called cardiac muscle, unique, unlike any other muscle in your body. It contracts automatically, rhythmically, without your control. It never burns out, never fully rests, never takes a break. Even during sleep, your heart remains vigilant, adjusting the pace based on your dreams, your breathing, and your inner world. This muscle is built from countless tiny cells, each connected to its neighbor, forming a synchronized tapestry that contracts in perfect harmony. These cells pass electrical signals from one to another, creating a coordinated wave that moves through the heart with flawless precision. This electricity begins in a tiny structure called the SA node, the heart's natural pacemaker. It sits quietly in the right atrium, sending out rhythmic pulses that tell the heart when to beat. With every signal, the atria gently squeeze, passing the message to the AV node, which delays the signal just long enough to allow the ventricles to fill. Then the signal flows down through special fibers, spreading into both ventricles, telling them to contract powerfully and send blood on its journey. This electrical wave is like the beating drum of your life. Soft, steady, always there. While you rest, it slows. When you move, it speeds up. When you're frightened, it races. When you're calm, like right now, it settles into a smooth, comforting rhythm, something like a cradle that holds you from within. The heart is also connected to your body through thousands of nerves that sense pressure, oxygen levels, and emotional changes. These nerves tell your brain if the heart needs help, if it should beat faster or slower or stronger, and the brain listens. It sends back messages through the autonomic nervous system, adjusting the heart's rhythm without you ever noticing. The sympathetic nerves make your heart beat faster during excitement or danger, while the parasympathetic nerves slow it down when you are safe, peaceful, or drifting into sleep. And as you lie here, listening to the quiet flow of this description, you might even sense your heart responding, beating a little softer, a little smoother, as if it's appreciating the attention. So much of the heart's beauty lies in how quietly it works. You don't hear it. You don't see it. You don't command it. It simply moves, second after second, controlling the flow of blood that carries oxygen to your brain, nutrients to your muscles, warmth to your skin, and comfort to your inner world. Imagine now the vessels extending from the heart arteries branching into smaller arterioles, then into tiny capillaries thinner than a strand of hair. Inside these tiny vessels, blood cells line up like small glowing lanterns, delivering oxygen and collecting waste, then returning through veins toward the heart for another cycle. This endless motion, happening quietly inside you every moment, is what allows you to think, breathe, move, dream, and feel. Your heart's structure, its chambers, valves, vessels, and electrical pathways, form a masterpiece of evolution, refined over millions of years to become one of the most reliable systems in nature. And yet, despite its strength, the heart is tender. It can be influenced by stress, comforted by calm breathing, strengthened by movement, and soothed by rest. It feels your life, even when you think only your mind does. It reacts to your experiences, even when you think your emotions are invisible. It listens. It responds. It remembers. And as we continue this gentle journey into the later parts of this script, you will discover how emotions shape the heart, why stress changes its rhythm, how love and sadness leave subtle fingerprints, and what you can do, slowly, gently, to keep your heart healthy for years to come. But for now, let yourself stay wrapped in this warm, quiet understanding of the heart's structure, its perfect design, and its endless loyalty to you. As you continue drifting deeper into this quiet inner world, imagine your awareness settling softly around your heart, almost like you're sitting beside it, watching it glow with a warm, steady light. You've learned how it beats, how it flows, how it carries life through your body. But now you're entering an even more delicate place, the emotional landscape of the heart. Not the symbolic heart, not the poetic one, but the biological heart that truly feels the rise and fall of your experiences in ways you may never have noticed. Your emotions and your heart are woven together like gentle threads in the same tapestry. Every feeling you have, joy, sadness, fear, excitement, love, nostalgia, leaves a tiny imprint on your heartbeat and your blood flow. If you've ever felt your chest flutter when someone surprised you, or sensed a heaviness during difficult moments, that wasn't just imagination. That was your heart responding to your inner world with incredible sensitivity. Deep inside your brain, there are tiny structures, the amygdala, the hypothalamus, the limbic system, that process emotion. These structures are directly linked to your heart through nerves, hormones, and electrical signals. The moment you feel something meaningful, the brain whispers to the heart, sending instructions that gently shift your rhythm. If you feel worried, adrenaline may rise and the heart beats faster, preparing your body to react. If you feel calm or safe, the parasympathetic system releases soothing chemicals that slow the heartbeat, relax the vessels, and create a soft sense of warmth in your chest. This is why emotions can be felt physically. Happiness can make the heart feel lighter. Stress can tighten the muscles around it. Grief can create a dull ache, not because the heart is damaged, but because the body is trying to process something heavy. These physical sensations are simply the heart echoing your emotional state. It is always listening, always adjusting, always trying to help you survive your experiences. Even the way you breathe influences this emotional conversation. A deep inhale stretches the lungs, gently pressing on the heart and temporarily raising the rhythm. A long exhale signals safety, sending the heart into a softer, slower beat. This is why certain emotions feel chaotic and others feel grounding. Your breath and your heartbeat are partners, constantly communicating. And perhaps the most beautiful part is that the heart remembers in its own way, not as memories or images, but as patterns of rhythm. If a period of your life is filled with stress, the heart learns that quicker pace. If you move into a calmer chapter, the heart slowly rewrites its rhythm, adjusting to your new emotional climate. This adaptability is quiet and constant, a hidden resilience built into your biology. Think of the moments when you felt nervous before an exam, when your pulse quickened and your palms warmed. Think of the moments you felt excitement before something new, when your chest vibrated with energy. Think of the rare moments of deep peace, when your heartbeat slowed into a gentle wave that carried you softly towards sleep. All of these were emotional signatures imprinted into your cardiovascular system. And love, whether from family, friends, or someone special, has its own subtle influence. When you feel connected, supported, or cared for, the brain releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone. Oxytocin lowers blood pressure, softens the heart's workload, and creates a calm, floating warmth inside your chest. This isn't metaphor, it's physiology. Love truly eases the heart. Even laughter massages the heart by increasing blood flow through the vessels and releasing endorphins. Even crying can calm the heart after the emotion rises, because tears release stress chemicals stored in the body. Your heart does not judge your emotions, it only tries to balance them, to respond, to help you move through whatever you feel. As you sit with this understanding, imagine your heart glowing a little brighter, as if appreciating the attention. Its rhythm softens, matching the calmness of this moment. The vessels relax, the muscles loosen. The electrical signals become smoother, gentler, more organized. You're teaching your heart that this space is safe, that this moment is peaceful, that your inner world can slow down. Your emotions will always rise and fall, that is the nature of being human. But your heart is here to carry you through each one, beat by beat, slowly, steadily, faithfully, like a quiet friend who never leaves your side. As you listen, you'll explore something far more intimate, the way your heart and your sleep are woven together like two gentle waves that rise and fall in perfect harmony. When you fall asleep, your heart begins its own kind of dreaming. The pace softens. The beats stretch out like calm ripples moving across a still lake. Your blood pressure drifts downward, like a curtain being lowered slowly at the end of a long day. Every breath releases a little more tension from the arteries, the veins, the muscles wrapped around your chest. Your body enters a state where the heart finally feels safe enough to relax. Sleep is not just rest for the mind, it is quiet nourishment for the heart. Now imagine you're floating just above your heartbeat, hearing that soft, steady drum beneath you. As you drift deeper, think about the stages of sleep, the gentle descent through light sleep, the soothing rhythm of deep sleep, and the dreamlike world of REM. Each stage places a different kind of whispering influence on your heart. In light sleep, your heart begins to unwind from the day's stress. Your breathing becomes more even, and the heart follows, like a dancer slowing to match a quiet melody. In deep sleep, the heart rests the most. The beats grow long and steady, like a slow tide rolling in and out. Your blood vessels widen peacefully, allowing blood to move with almost effortless ease. This is when your heart repairs itself, when inflammation decreases, when the delicate cells lining your arteries begin to heal. Without deep sleep, the heart never gets this chance to recover. REM sleep, the dreaming stage, is different. Your brain becomes more active, your breathing changes, and your heart sometimes beats a little faster, as if responding to the stories your mind is weaving. But even in this lively dreaming state, your heart is still protected, still supported by the deep rest you've already entered. All of these phases create a nightly rhythm that your heart depends on, a natural cycle of rest, activity, and healing. Missing sleep isn't just feeling tired, it's asking your heart to work overtime, day after day, without the softness it needs to restore itself. And now, as you breathe slowly, gently, imagine the heart receiving sleep the way dry soil receives rain. Every minute of rest soaks into the muscles of the heart wall. Every hour of deep sleep strengthens the electrical signals that keep the heartbeat steady. Every dream smooths away tiny layers of stress that built up during the day. Sleep lowers inflammation throughout the body, calms the overactive nerves that tighten the blood vessels, and balances hormones that control hunger, energy, and mood. When sleep is short, the body releases more cortisol, a stress hormone that nudges the heart to beat faster, the vessels to narrow, and the pressure to rise. But when sleep is full and comforting, cortisol settles down, and the heart drifts into its natural, relaxed rhythm. That is why people who sleep well often feel lighter in the chest and calmer in the mind. Now picture your heart as a warm, glowing lantern resting inside your chest. With each breath, the light pulses softly. During sleep, this lantern doesn't shine as brightly, not because it's weak, but because it is resting, gathering energy, repairing itself quietly in the background. If you've ever woken up after a deep night of sleep and felt a strange sense of clarity or a softness in your body, that's your heart thanking you. It's the peaceful echo of hours spent in deep recovery. Over months and years, regular restful sleep lowers the risk of heart disease, stabilizes blood pressure, and keeps your heartbeat steady and resilient. Good sleep is one of the simplest, most powerful gifts you can offer your heart. As you rest now, imagine your heartbeat syncing with your breath. Inhale, the lantern brightens ever so slightly. Exhale, it softens into warmth. This gentle rhythm is the oldest lullaby your body knows. Long before you learned words, long before you opened your eyes to the world, this was the sound that guided you, steady, patient, and endlessly comforting. Even now, it's here to support you, to carry you into deeper calm, to remind you that your heart is not just a physical structure, but a companion moving with you through every moment of your life. The heart and sleep are partners in healing, each supporting the other in a quiet cycle that repeats every night. And as the world outside grows darker and quieter, your inner world follows, inviting your heartbeat to soften, inviting your breath to loosen, inviting your entire body to slip gently into its natural rhythm of rest. As you continue to settle into the quiet rhythm of your chest, imagine the pathways inside your heart as gentle rivers of light, carrying life to every corner of your body. Each artery, each vein, pulses with a calm, steady purpose, moving oxygen and nutrients to the muscles, organs, and brain. Your heart is not just a pump, it is a symphony of biology, a conductor of subtle energies that respond to every thought, every emotion, every breath. When you are peaceful, the vessels expand with ease, the valves open softly, and the blood flows without resistance. When tension arises, a worry, a stress, a sudden memory, the heart adjusts, a gentle increase in rhythm, a slight tightening of vessels, a natural protective response. But tonight, in this space, the world outside fades. Your heart does not need to rush. It only needs to be acknowledged, to be witnessed, to be felt in its full, patient presence. Picture the heart's chambers opening and closing like slow, deliberate waves. The atria receive, the ventricles push outward, a continuous flow, a quiet echo that has persisted for decades, for lifetimes without complaint. With each beat, microscopic changes occur. Cells repair, tissues renew, electrical signals synchronize. These processes are subtle, unseen, but they are essential. Just as the moon pulls the tides, your heartbeat pulls energy through your body, and sleep acts as the night wind, smoothing the waves, softening the currents, ensuring the flow remains steady and strong. Imagine now the emotions stored within the heart, the invisible memories of joy, grief, love, and fear. Over time, these emotions leave traces, like footprints on soft soil, tiny imprints that can subtly influence heart rate, blood pressure, and rhythm. Stressful experiences may tighten the heart's muscles, moments of gratitude may soften them. Sleep allows these traces to settle, to be processed, to drift into a quiet equilibrium where the heart can continue its work without interference. Every restful hour of sleep is a conversation with the heart, a gentle reassurance that it is safe, that it is supported, that it can continue its vital task without strain. Consider how lifestyle, movement, and nutrition shape this inner world. Gentle exercise stretches the heart, strengthens the walls, and improves the elasticity of the arteries. Balanced nutrition provides the building blocks for every heartbeat, essential minerals, vitamins, and antioxidants that protect against the slow wear of time. Even quiet moments of meditation, of mindful breathing, send signals to the heart that it can relax, that it is cared for, that the rhythm it sustains is honored. Sleep amplifies all these benefits, acting as a restorative companion that cannot be replaced by any other activity. As you rest in this awareness, let the mind wander through the story of the heart's past, present, and future. Imagine your heart as it was in childhood, young and resilient, learning to respond to each sensation, each movement, each emotion. Imagine it as it grows through adolescence, adapting to changes in size, pressure, and responsibility. Picture it in adulthood, steadying itself through the routines, the stress, the joy, the love, the fatigue, the victories. Now see it in your current state, still beating, still giving life, still guiding the flow of energy through your body. And finally, envision it in the future, strong, resilient, and cared for because each restful night, each gentle breath, each mindful moment continues to nurture it. Breathe with the heart now, feel its pulse sync with your own inner rhythm. Each inhalation expands your chest, creating room for calm. Each exhalation releases tension, allowing stress to dissipate. Your heart and your breath are partners, moving together in a slow dance of life, health, and restoration. Sleep is the stage upon which this dance takes place, offering the calm, the quiet, the consistency that the heart needs to flourish. Notice the small details. The way your heartbeat changes subtly as you imagine each breath, the warmth that spreads through your chest, the gentle comfort that rises from knowing your heart is alive, attentive, resilient. Sleep and the heart are inseparable, two forces that support each other in ways often unseen, yet profoundly felt. Tonight, your heart is honored in every beat, in every exhale, in every moment of gentle awareness. Let this awareness sink in, a slow, comforting truth. Your heart is a constant companion, your sleep is its ally, and together they create a foundation for health, vitality, and the subtle joy of simply being alive. As your awareness lingers on the gentle rhythm of your heart, allow your mind to drift deeper into the connection between emotions and this vital organ. Your heart is more than muscle and blood. It is a sensitive recorder of experiences, a mirror reflecting the quiet pulses of your inner life. Emotions, both subtle and intense, leave traces that the heart feels. Joy creates an effortless lift, anxiety tightens the chest, grief slows the rhythm. Sleep, with its calm and restorative cycles, allows the heart to process these traces, to integrate experiences without judgment, to release tension stored from moments long past. Picture yourself lying comfortably, your hands resting lightly on your chest. Feel the warmth beneath your fingers, the gentle rise and fall as your heart pumps. Every beat carries not only life, but also the echoes of your emotional landscape. Imagine now sending a wave of kindness toward this heart. With each inhalation, breathe in peace and warmth. With each exhalation, release worry, stress, and strain. The heart responds naturally to this gentle attention, softening, synchronizing, finding an ease that carries through the body. Consider the small, consistent ways you can nurture the heart beyond rest. Gentle cardiovascular exercises, walking, cycling, swimming expand the chambers, improve blood flow, and strengthen the vessels. Stretching and mobility work keep the heart and lungs supported by a flexible, resilient musculoskeletal system. Even mindful movements like yoga or Tai Chi create a rhythm that echoes the heartbeat, a flow of energy that nourishes both body and mind. Each movement, performed slowly and deliberately, teaches the heart that it can stretch without strain, respond without tension, and sustain life with ease. Nutrition plays an equally quiet but profound role. Fresh fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats provide the raw materials for each contraction, each pulse, each tiny electrical signal traveling through cardiac tissue. Antioxidants protect delicate cells from stress, minerals ensure proper conduction of electrical impulses, and hydration keeps the system flowing with minimal friction. Sleep enhances the benefits of this nourishment, allowing cells to repair, arteries to recover, and the heart to integrate these resources into optimal function. Now, drift into the emotional significance of the heart. Imagine memories of warmth, compassion, and connection floating softly within the chest. Recall moments of deep laughter, gentle touch, or supportive presence. Notice how your heart responds, expanding slightly, pulsing with subtle delight. Then allow yourself to acknowledge tension, conflict, or worry, not as threats, but as part of the human experience, signals to be processed and released. Sleep provides the space for this internal negotiation, offering a nightly sanctuary where emotions and physiology converge into balance. Picture a warm, golden light expanding from the center of your chest with every heartbeat. This light flows through your arteries and veins, spreading through the arms, legs, spine, and head, filling every cell with calm energy. It softens areas of stiffness, eases traces of stress, and encourages the natural rhythm of repair. Each breath deepens this circulation. Each moment of awareness strengthens the connection between mind, heart, and body. Your heart is not merely surviving. It is thriving, quietly, rhythmically, supported by your care and your presence. Reflect on the passage of time and the resilience of your heart. From the first beats in the womb to the present, this organ has sustained you through growth, learning, movement, and emotion. It has responded to fear, delight, fatigue, and triumph with unwavering dedication. Tonight, in this quiet space, it is honored for its enduring work. Sleep acts as a gentle mentor, reinforcing the wisdom of rest, the power of recovery, and the profound link between awareness and health. As you continue to breathe with calm attention, imagine extending this awareness outward, sensing the heart's influence on the entire body. Notice how relaxed muscles encourage smoother circulation, how steady breathing supports oxygen delivery, how a calm mind prevents unnecessary strain. Each system in your body is gently guided by the rhythm of your heart, and each night of restorative sleep strengthens this guidance. The heart and sleep are inseparable allies, creating a foundation for health, vitality, and the subtle sense of well-being that is often overlooked but deeply felt. Your heartbeat is a whisper, a constant companion that never falters. Sleep is the soft embrace that allows it to continue without distraction, without tension. With every gentle inhalation, feel the heart expand. With every deliberate exhale, allow it to soften further. In this continuous cycle, you find balance, resilience, and the quiet understanding that caring for your heart is a lifelong, gentle practice, one nurtured as much by rest and attention as by action. Now imagine this care extending into tomorrow, each habit of mindful breathing, gentle movement, nutritious eating, and sufficient sleep forming a protective web around your heart. You are not only supporting its physical function, but also the emotional resilience it carries. Gratitude, calm awareness, and deliberate presence reinforce the harmony, creating a rhythm that echoes through days and nights alike. The heart is both a teacher and a companion, reminding you that life's deepest energy flows in the subtle, quiet patterns that often go unnoticed until they are felt fully. Begin to visualize gratitude as a gentle energy gathering in your chest. Recall moments of kindness, connection, and compassion, experiences that awakened a gentle lift in your chest, a quiet expansion with each pulse. Let these memories pulse alongside your heartbeat, reinforcing the sense of safety and emotional warmth that the body craves. Emotional exercises such as this, reflection, gratitude, visualization, allow the heart to process subtle signals it carries from daily life, from fleeting anxieties, and from long-standing emotional memories. Now imagine a slow, gentle tension residing near the heart, perhaps an unspoken worry, a fleeting fear, or a memory that lingers. Do not push it away. Instead, breathe toward it, sending warmth and awareness into the space. Watch as the tension softens gradually, like frost melting under the morning sun. The heart is not only a muscle but a sensitive observer of inner life. It responds profoundly to acknowledgement and gentle attention. In this practice, sleep amplifies the benefits, allowing cellular repair, neurotransmitter balance, and emotional integration to occur naturally. Picture the heart surrounded by an intricate network of arteries and veins, each vessel pulsating with life. Every beat circulates oxygen and nutrients while also carrying subtle signals from the nervous system, the echoes of emotion, stress, and awareness. Gentle movements, like slow stretching or mindful yoga, can harmonize these pulses, improving circulation and flexibility while reinforcing the connection between body and mind. Think of each stretch as a conversation with your heart, a reassurance that movement and calm coexist seamlessly, and that energy flows freely through every chamber and vessel. Consider the influence of sound and environment. Quiet music, soft nature sounds, or the gentle hum of your surroundings can synchronize with your heartbeat, creating a resonant rhythm that calms both mind and body. Each note, each vibration, echoes through the chest, harmonizing with the pulse and signaling to the nervous system that rest and relaxation are safe and welcome. Sleep enhances this alignment, deepening the restorative impact and helping the heart integrate subtle emotional signals into a state of balance. Nutrition continues to play a subtle but powerful role. Imagine each meal you consume, rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins, sending nourishment directly into the heart muscle. Healthy fats support cellular structure, minerals facilitate electrical impulses, and antioxidants combat stress at the cellular level. Sleep allows the body to utilize these nutrients efficiently, repairing tissues, balancing hormones, and supporting the biochemical rhythms that underlie the heart's steady beat. Now, drift into visualization exercises designed to cultivate resilience. Picture a glowing light at the center of your chest, pulsing in harmony with the heartbeat. With each pulse, it expands slightly, radiating warmth through the chest, down the arms, into the abdomen, and through the legs. Imagine this light dissolving emotional knots, clearing subtle blocks, and creating a sense of openness and calm. Each heartbeat strengthens the light, each breath deepens it, and each moment of focused awareness reinforces the connection between your emotional life and the physiological health of the heart. Next, consider the practice of intentional slowing. Many people carry the heart at a faster rhythm than necessary due to stress, anxiety, or hurried living. In a calm, safe space, practice slowing the inhale and exhale, observing how the heart responds. Notice the gentle deceleration of the pulse, the softening of tension in the chest and shoulders, the easing of nerves that often travel unnoticed through the body. This deliberate slowing, especially when practiced nightly before sleep, creates a foundation of resilience, ensuring that the heart is supported, protected, and fully integrated with both mind and body. Reflect on the temporal nature of heart care. From childhood to old age, the heart carries experiences, memories, and physical stressors, adapting quietly and consistently. By integrating emotional exercises, gentle movement, mindful breathing, and restorative sleep, you are not only caring for the physical muscle, but for the repository of life experiences it carries. The heart thrives not under pressure, but under the steady, consistent nurture of attention, presence, and care. Imagine now a full cycle of the day and night, with each heartbeat maintaining a rhythm that balances energy, emotion, and awareness. Visualize the heart's pulse guiding blood, emotion, and life force through every chamber of the body, coordinating seamlessly with respiration, nervous system signals, and the restorative processes of sleep. Each beat is a reminder of continuity, resilience, and the quiet power of daily care. Your awareness, gratitude, and gentle focus act as a soft reinforcement, aligning body, mind, and heart in a harmony that supports both longevity and inner peace. Now, focus on gentle emotional release exercises. Picture a soft stream flowing from the chest, carrying tension, sadness, or lingering stress along with it. With each exhale, imagine these currents moving freely through the body, dissipating into the surrounding air, leaving behind a subtle clarity and calm. The heart responds to this release, easing the small knots of tension that may have accumulated over time. Visualize each pulse reinforcing this clarity, each beat echoing a steady rhythm of restoration and balance. Consider the subtle role of movement in maintaining heart health. Imagine gentle stretching, slow yoga sequences, or mindful walking, each motion sending warmth and flexibility into the chest and surrounding muscles. Every movement massages the arteries and veins, encouraging smooth blood flow, supporting the electrical signals that maintain the heartbeat, and subtly signaling the nervous system to relax. The heart thrives on rhythm, and coordinated movement enhances this natural cadence, creating a body-wide resonance that amplifies the effects of restful sleep. Now turn your attention to mental exercises that support cardiovascular well-being. Picture moments of gratitude, recalling instances of connection, love, or simple contentment. Let these memories pulse in sync with your heartbeat, like gentle waves washing through the chest, each beat reinforcing the sense of safety, warmth, and emotional integration. The heart is a mirror for the mind, and by cultivating these feelings regularly, you create a subtle but profound harmony that supports both emotional and physical resilience. Visualize the flow of blood as a luminous river, traveling smoothly through arteries and veins, reaching every tissue with nourishment and oxygen. Imagine the nutrients you consume, vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, being carried effortlessly to each cell, supporting the repair and regeneration that occur during sleep. Every heartbeat is a vehicle of renewal, every pulse a silent affirmation of life's continuity and the subtle interdependence of mind, body, and heart. Now imagine a gentle awareness of the heart's structure. The atria and ventricles contracting in perfect rhythm, the valves opening and closing with delicate precision, the coronary arteries delivering life-sustaining oxygen to the muscular walls. This intricate design, honed over millennia of evolution, is both resilient and sensitive, responding not only to physical demands, but also to emotional cues, stress levels, and sleep quality. Recognizing this complexity fosters a quiet respect for the organ, encouraging gentle care and mindful attention in daily life. Next, imagine integrating these exercises into daily routines. A few minutes of mindful breathing each morning, a short gratitude reflection before meals, slow stretching or yoga before bed, and intentional sleep schedules create layers of support. The heart begins to anticipate these routines, responding with steadier beats, softer tension, and smoother circulation. Sleep then reinforces this pattern, allowing cellular repair, hormonal balance, and emotional processing to occur in concert, strengthening the heart both physically and emotionally. Now, consider emotional resilience as part of heart health. Visualize stress and worry as soft, malleable energy surrounding the chest. With mindful attention, imagine compressing, reshaping, and softening this energy with gentle awareness and intentional breath. Notice how each exhale allows a small release, how each pulse of the heart encourages the flow, how each inhalation reinforces warmth, safety, and presence. This practice, subtle yet powerful, nurtures the heart's capacity to absorb life's challenges without strain, teaching it to remain strong yet supple, responsive yet calm. Picture now the integration of all elements: the rhythm of the heartbeat, the flow of blood, the gentle stretches and movements, the emotional exercises, the moments of gratitude, and the restorative cycles of sleep. Imagine them merging into a single, cohesive wave of wellness, each component supporting the others in a quiet, effortless dance. The heart, once only a muscle, now becomes a conscious partner in your well-being, responding to care, attention, and mindful presence with steady, resilient beats that carry life forward with grace and balance. Focus now on advanced visualizations. Picture the coronary arteries like calm, flowing streams, carrying rich oxygen and nutrients to the muscular walls of the heart. Imagine them widening gently with each deep breath, easing the blood's journey, reducing resistance, and encouraging a smooth, effortless circulation. Visualize the valves as delicate gates, opening and closing with precise grace, allowing each heartbeat to be both strong and gentle, propelling life-sustaining energy through every chamber. Consider the interplay of emotions and heart function. Visualize tension, worry, or frustration as soft, pliable energy gathered around the chest. With each inhale, allow warmth and light to expand this energy, reshaping it into a calm, flowing current. With every exhale, let stress dissipate into the surrounding space, leaving the chest lighter, freer, and more harmonious. Your heart responds to this care with a subtle slowing of beats, a quieting of internal pressure, and an increased capacity for resilience. Now integrate movement as a supportive tool. Picture gentle yoga flows, stretching, or mindful walking. Each motion sending waves of gentle vibration through the chest, massaging the heart and surrounding vessels. Imagine these motions enhancing the rhythm of each beat, synchronizing the pulses of blood with the movement of muscles and the expansion of lungs. Every gentle stretch and conscious step reinforces the flow of life energy, creating a balance between motion and stillness, effort and rest. Visualize your daily practices converging: morning breathing exercises, gratitude reflections, mindful movement, and intentional sleep patterns. Imagine your heart anticipating these moments of care, responding with steadier beats, a softening of tension, and smoother circulation. Sleep then becomes the final integrator, allowing the heart to repair, rejuvenate, and harmonize with the nervous system. The cycles of rest reinforce every conscious practice, ensuring that each pulse carries both life and awareness. Now, consider longevity-focused exercises. Picture subtle diaphragmatic breathing, gentle cardio, and slow stretching harmonizing with deep, restorative sleep. Imagine each pulse strengthening the heart walls, each breath oxygenating every tissue, each gentle movement reinforcing flexibility and endurance. Visualize the synchronization of heart and mind, calm emotions, steady rhythm, and deep circulation working together to create resilience that spans decades. Finally, let yourself feel the integration of body, mind, and heart as a single harmonious field. Each heartbeat, each breath, each thoughtful movement, and each moment of emotional clarity merges into a flowing river of wellness. The heart, glowing softly at the center, becomes a conscious partner in your life, sustaining every cell, regulating every rhythm, and carrying the subtle wisdom of care, attention, and presence. Visualize the sleep cycles like waves moving across a calm ocean. Each stage, from light sleep to deep slow-wave sleep, to the REM cycles where dreams weave their intricate patterns, supports your heart in unique ways. In deep sleep, imagine the heart fully supported by the parasympathetic system, the body's natural relaxation mode, reducing heart rate, lowering blood pressure, and allowing micro-repairs to occur in the vascular tissue. Picture the small capillaries along the edges of the heart expanding slightly, letting blood flow more freely, nourishing cells with oxygen and nutrients. The muscles of the heart, which tirelessly contract over a lifetime, feel relief, receiving the gentle attention of repair mechanisms that work invisibly yet meticulously. Now drift into the rhythm of REM sleep. Imagine your heart gently pulsing in synchrony with the delicate rhythms of dreamscapes. The emotional content of your day, the stresses, the joys, the fleeting moments of anxiety or excitement, are processed and balanced. The amygdala, the seat of emotional memory, sends gentle signals to the heart, and in response, the cardiovascular system adjusts, fine-tuning heart rate variability, a marker of resilience and health. Every dream, every subtle flicker of awareness in this state, contributes to the recalibration of the heart, preparing it to meet a new day with strength and grace. Consider now the ways emotions influence these restorative cycles. Picture lingering stress, worry, or unresolved tension as faint shadows around the heart. As sleep deepens, these shadows are gently addressed, not with force but with recognition. Imagine each breath drawing light into these areas, softening the grip of emotional tension. With each exhale, see it dissipating, dissolving into the quiet space of your inner world. The heart responds to this care, its beats becoming more harmonious, its walls less tense, and the blood flowing with effortless ease. The integration of emotional awareness and physiological repair ensures that the body and mind are not separate, but partners in a continuous dance of wellness. Visualize now the connective tissues around the heart, the pericardium, and the surrounding fascia, loosening their subtle restrictions. With each heartbeat, the tissues become more supple, allowing the heart to expand fully during each contraction, receive more blood during relaxation, and circulate life force efficiently throughout the body. Every tiny valve and chamber works with renewed precision. Imagine the mitral and tricuspid valves opening and closing smoothly, the aortic and pulmonary valves guiding blood seamlessly. The heart, in this restorative environment, regains a quiet, rhythmic wisdom that has been building through millions of cycles, each one strengthened and enhanced by the calm and continuity of sleep. Now bring awareness to the interplay of the mind and heart as sleep continues. Picture the frontal lobes of your brain releasing the day's judgments and analyses, the hippocampus consolidating memories, and the hypothalamus regulating hormonal pulses. All these subtle adjustments communicate with the heart, modulating rhythm and tone. Imagine the hormone melatonin guiding the timing of sleep, not only in the brain, but also influencing the heart's efficiency, subtly lowering blood pressure and protecting cardiac tissue. Growth hormone flows during the deepest waves of rest, repairing cells and reinforcing connective tissue. Imagine the heart soaking in this support, becoming stronger and more resilient, its energy aligned with the restorative power of your breath and your consciousness. Focus now on the gentle integration of your entire circulatory system. Visualize oxygen-rich blood traveling effortlessly to every extremity, nurturing muscles, organs, and the tiniest capillaries. Waste products, toxins, and byproducts of the day's activity are carried away efficiently, leaving the body lighter, freer, and ready for renewal. Imagine the veins and arteries glowing faintly, the blood flowing like a soft, warm river. Each pulse is a meditation, each contraction a gentle affirmation of life and resilience. Your heart, fully supported, fully rested, becomes a beacon of vitality, linking the physical, emotional, and cognitive layers of your being. Now consider subtle practices that enhance these cycles. Imagine gentle diaphragmatic breathing before sleep, drawing air deep into the lower lungs, massaging the heart from beneath, and encouraging parasympathetic activation. Picture gratitude or soft reflection as a glowing light around your chest, easing tension, and preparing your cardiovascular system for peaceful cycles. Visualize movement earlier in the day, mindful walking, gentle stretching, or yoga, as rivers feeding this heart-centered reservoir of energy. Imagine the rhythm of steps and stretches sending waves of gentle vibration through your body, preparing your heart to rest with deeper ease at night. As you drift deeper into this restorative journey, imagine the heart as a teacher. It shows you that each beat matters, that emotional balance, physical care, and mindful awareness are not separate threads, but intertwined fibers in a single tapestry. Picture every choice during waking hours, movement, diet, emotional reflection, and stress management, influencing this nightly cycle, enhancing each stage of sleep, and promoting the longevity of your heart. Every deep wave, every dream, every subtle repair cycle is an opportunity to nourish the body, soothe the mind, and integrate the emotional currents that flow through your life. The heart in this sleepy health visualization is both engine and compass. It sustains life, regulates emotions, and teaches you through its rhythm the importance of presence, care, and attunement to your inner world. Each night, as sleep deepens, the heart becomes a silent partner in your restoration, guiding the nervous system, balancing hormones, and integrating emotional experiences into your physical being. Imagine this cycle repeating night after night, each sleep deeper, each restoration more complete, each breath and heartbeat more harmonious, until you awaken with a sense of wholeness, resilience, and quiet vitality. Finally, allow yourself to notice the subtle warmth in the chest, the smooth pulse beneath your fingers, or the soft rhythm you feel inside. The heart, glowing and alive, continues its quiet work as you drift further into sleep. Trust in its constancy, its wisdom, and its patience. Know that this rhythm is not just physical, but an intricate dance of life, consciousness, and care. With every moment, every breath, every heartbeat, your heart, your mind, and your body are harmonizing, resting, and preparing to meet the next day with strength, calm, and resilience. As you drift deeper into the calm, imagine the heart at the center of your chest, a strong yet gentle presence, beating with quiet wisdom. Feel the warmth spreading from this core, radiating outward to every part of your body. Visualize the atria and ventricles contracting in perfect rhythm, opening and closing with each beat like the gentle swing of ancient doors, guiding the flow of life through you. Each valve moves with precision and grace, the mitral and tricuspid ensuring smooth passage from atria to ventricles, the aortic and pulmonary guiding blood onward to nourish every tissue. Imagine the walls of the heart thickening slightly as they strengthen over time, adapting to the challenges of life, the pressures, the stresses, yet always returning to rhythm, always maintaining balance. Picture the coronary arteries, delicate and intricate, carrying oxygen-rich blood to every muscle fiber of the heart. Trace them visually as they branch like tiny rivers, filling each chamber with life. Imagine these vessels softening and expanding as you breathe slowly, as if the gentle rhythm of inhalation and exhalation is a massage from the inside out. Each pulse of blood delivers nutrients and takes away fatigue, preparing the heart to continue its work day and night, without pause, without complaint. Now imagine the connection between the heart and emotions. Visualize the amygdala and prefrontal cortex sending subtle signals, whispers of experience and memory, to the heart. Every moment of fear, joy, sadness, or love leaves a trace, a faint signature etched into the rhythm. Sleep becomes the time when these signatures are reviewed, processed, and integrated. Imagine your heart gently absorbing these emotional imprints, transforming them into patterns of resilience and wisdom. Negative tension softens, traces of worry dissolve like mist, and moments of joy leave a glow that lingers gently, nourishing the cardiovascular system. Consider how the heart evolved over time. Imagine early humans whose hearts beat in tune with nature, running, climbing, resting in cycles dictated by sun and moon. Each contraction adapted to physical exertion and emotional stress, learning to respond to the environment. Over centuries, the human heart has remained remarkably consistent in structure, yet subtly adapts to modern life, sometimes bearing burdens that ancestors never experienced. Prolonged stress, irregular routines, emotional overload. Visualize how each night of restful sleep allows the heart to recalibrate, reconnecting to the natural rhythms it was designed for, even amidst the chaos of contemporary life. Now shift your awareness to the connective tissue surrounding the heart, the pericardium, the fascia, the delicate structures that support and cushion. Picture them releasing tension as you breathe deeply, allowing the heart to expand fully during each beat. Imagine scar tissue or stiffness from past injuries softening gently, not with force, but with recognition and attention. Visualize the tiny lymph vessels carrying away metabolic waste, cleaning the heart's surroundings, leaving it light, flexible, and ready for another day of service. Turn now to the idea of movement and exercise for heart health. Visualize gentle stretching, yoga, and mindful walking as rivers of energy flowing toward the heart. Each step, each muscle contraction, each controlled movement sends signals that strengthen the cardiac tissue. Imagine the slow rise of endorphins, the gentle increase in circulation, the subtle lowering of blood pressure. Picture these effects not just physically, but radiating into your emotional body, calming anxiety, releasing fear, and promoting a steady rhythm of resilience. Each movement is a message to the heart. I support you, I honor you, I listen to your beat. Now picture the foods that nourish the heart. Imagine vibrant vegetables, rich in antioxidants, flowing like gentle streams of light into your bloodstream, reinforcing arterial walls and reducing inflammation. Picture omega-3 rich fish, walnuts, and seeds strengthening cell membranes, keeping the heart flexible, resilient, and responsive. Visualize fresh fruits providing vitamins and minerals that act like tiny sparks, igniting repair and renewal. Each sip of water, each bite, each conscious choice becomes a meditation, a gift to the heart that continues its work silently, tirelessly, inside your chest. Bring your awareness now to emotional heart exercises. Visualize gratitude as a warm light filling your chest, slowly expanding with each breath. Think of moments of love, compassion, or forgiveness, allowing them to grow and merge with the rhythm of your heartbeat. Imagine your heart sending waves of calm through the body, dissolving tension in the shoulders, the neck, the back, and even the subtle tightness in the legs. Each pulse becomes not just a mechanical action, but a wave of emotional integration, a reminder that heart health is inseparable from emotional balance. As sleep deepens, picture the heart coordinating with every system in your body. The lungs, perfectly matched in rhythm, deliver oxygen with precision. The kidneys filter and balance fluids and electrolytes. The liver cleanses and supports metabolic function. The endocrine system releases hormones in carefully timed pulses, melatonin, cortisol, growth hormone, all communicating subtly with your cardiovascular system. Imagine the nervous system, particularly the vagus nerve, sending signals that soothe, slow, and integrate the heart's rhythm with the body's natural restorative processes. Now drift into a visualization of deep restorative cycles. Imagine the heart bathed in a gentle, golden light. Each beat expands the light slightly, every contraction and relaxation sending warmth to every chamber, every artery, every vein. Visualize the tiny cells within the heart absorbing this golden energy, repairing membranes, reinforcing structural proteins, and clearing away old, fatigued cells. The light flows outward through the blood, reaching the extremities, the brain, the organs, weaving together body and mind into a unified state of wellness. Picture now the subtle connection of heart and dreams. Each REM cycle brings flashes of experience, sometimes vivid, sometimes fleeting, sometimes abstract. See your heart responding with gentle adjustments, a soft increase in rate during a vivid dream, a subtle slowing during moments of peace. Imagine the heart learning, integrating experiences, teaching resilience, empathy, and emotional clarity. Every dream, every heartbeat is a tiny lesson in balance, a subtle rehearsal for navigating life with steadiness and calm. And as you drift even deeper, visualize your heart sending a final wave of warmth and integration through your body before the dawn. It communicates not just life, but safety, presence, and trust. Imagine every tissue, every organ, every neuron bathed in this calm pulse, carrying forward the repair and learning from the night's cycles. Picture the heart as both teacher and companion, silently orchestrating the symphony of your body, preparing you to awaken with energy, clarity, and a profound sense of well-being. As you continue to breathe slowly, allow your awareness to sink fully into the chest cavity, feeling the gentle expansion and contraction as your heart beats steadily. Picture the pericardial sac surrounding it like a soft, protective cocoon, cushioning each pulse, allowing the heart to move with freedom and fluidity. Within this space, visualize the layers of the heart muscle, the epicardium, myocardium, and endocardium, each performing its essential role, layered like a perfect symphony of tissue and intention. Imagine the myocardium contracting with both strength and grace, squeezing blood into the arteries with a rhythm so precise it is almost hypnotic. Each contraction, each relaxation, is like a wave gently rippling outward, carrying nourishment and life to every corner of your being. Turn your attention now to the intricate network of coronary vessels, flowing like delicate streams over the surface of the heart. Visualize them opening and closing with subtle precision, responding to oxygen demand and blood pressure. Imagine each branch reaching into the depths of the myocardium, delivering energy where it is needed, supporting the electrical conduction system that orchestrates each beat. The sinoatrial node pulses like a tiny drum, setting the pace, while the atrioventricular node and Purkinje fibers carry the signal with precision. Envision the electrical waves moving like golden light, triggering contractions, guiding the blood, connecting every chamber with perfect harmony. As your awareness deepens, sense how the heart communicates with the nervous system. Visualize the vagus nerve descending gently from the brainstem, wrapping around the heart in soft, protective coils. Each signal it sends encourages calm, lowering heart rate, balancing sympathetic activity, easing tension in the arteries and veins. Imagine this invisible network of communication as a quiet whisper, a dialogue that unfolds moment by moment, beat by beat. It is subtle yet essential, a reminder that your emotional state and your heart are in constant conversation. When you feel fear, stress, or excitement, notice how your heart responds, and with conscious attention, see how gentle breathing, mindfulness, or soft visualization can encourage the rhythm to return to peace. Now allow yourself to visualize the role of sleep in heart health. Imagine the night cycles as a protective veil, each stage serving the heart differently. During deep non-REM sleep, picture the heart slowing, arteries relaxing, blood pressure dipping slightly, creating space for repair and restoration. During REM sleep, imagine subtle increases in heart rate, reflective of dreams and emotional processing. Visualize the heart moving in perfect synchrony with these cycles, learning, repairing, integrating, and preparing the entire cardiovascular system for the day ahead. See this night rhythm as a conversation between time, body, and mind, each moment of rest contributing to long-term resilience. Turn your focus now to emotions and the heart. Picture moments of joy, love, and contentment as radiant streams of light entering your chest, each one filling the atria and ventricles with warmth. Observe how anger, sadness, or fear may feel heavier, denser, but even these can be transformed through mindful attention. Visualize sending the breath toward these emotions, softening their edges, letting the golden light of awareness merge with them. Each inhalation brings oxygen, each exhalation releases tension. Your heart becomes not only a pump but a sanctuary, a place where emotions are observed, respected, and integrated, allowing the mind and body to experience a profound sense of calm and balance. Consider now the physical exercises that support heart strength. Visualize yourself walking slowly in a sunlit forest, each step sending rhythmic pulses through the legs, upward to the heart. Imagine gentle stretching exercises, yoga poses, or controlled movements that encourage blood flow and flexibility. Visualize the heart responding to each movement with gentle acceleration, the arteries opening slightly, the ventricles filling more fully. Each motion reinforces the cardiac tissue, enhances oxygen delivery, and strengthens endurance. Imagine how this movement supports emotional resilience as well, softening chronic tension held in the shoulders, neck, and lower back, and allowing the heart to beat with a freer, more harmonious rhythm. Shift your awareness now to the foods that nurture the heart. Picture leafy greens, bright fruits, and vibrant vegetables flowing into your system like liquid light, nourishing every artery, vein, and capillary. Visualize omega-3 fatty acids from fish, flax seeds, and walnuts wrapping around each cardiac cell, reinforcing its flexibility and resilience. Imagine antioxidants from berries and colorful produce sweeping through the bloodstream, removing free radicals, clearing minor blockages, and leaving the vascular system sparkling and free-flowing. Each mindful bite, each conscious choice, becomes an act of meditation, a form of gratitude for the silent work your heart performs day and night. Now drift into guided, heart-focused meditation. Picture placing one hand gently on the chest, feeling the warmth and rhythm beneath your palm. Visualize each heartbeat sending ripples through your body, expanding through the arms, legs, and spine, into every organ and muscle. Allow this awareness to deepen with each breath, noticing the subtle changes in pressure, the gentle lift of the chest, the soft fall with exhalation. Imagine sending love and appreciation inward, whispering silently to the heart, acknowledging its tireless work and its capacity to adapt, learn, and heal. Turn your thoughts to the long-term resilience of the heart. Imagine decades of life, the heart adjusting gently to experiences, absorbing minor injuries and stress without complaint. Visualize lifestyle habits like sleep, nutrition, gentle exercise, and mindfulness as rivers of support flowing toward the heart continuously. Picture it growing stronger, more flexible, more responsive, while still maintaining the grace and precision it was designed for. Feel gratitude for this remarkable organ, which beats hundreds of thousands of times each year without pause, maintaining life, awareness, and experience. Now imagine your heart as both center and guide. Visualize every breath, every heartbeat, every pulse of blood as a message of connection, between body and mind, between sleep and wakefulness, between emotional balance and physical vitality. Imagine the tiny adjustments that occur each moment, blood pressure rising slightly when needed, slowing when safe. Oxygen delivery increasing as muscles demand, electrical signals flowing flawlessly to keep rhythm steady. Each adjustment is a reminder that your heart is intelligent, sensitive, and in constant dialogue with your environment. As you drift even deeper, picture your heart surrounded by a halo of golden light, radiating not only through your body but outward, touching your awareness, your emotions, and your intentions. Feel it connecting to the entire nervous system, to your lungs, kidneys, liver, and digestive organs. Each organ responds in kind, creating a symphony of balance, resilience, and calm. Visualize this radiant network carrying life and nourishment to the farthest reaches of your body, fingertips, toes, scalp, and even down to the microscopic cells within every tissue. As you lie comfortably, feeling the gentle rise and fall of your chest, allow your awareness to drift further into the heart itself. Picture the right atrium filling slowly with deoxygenated blood returning from the body, the tiny valves opening gently to allow flow into the right ventricle. Sense the subtle expansion and contraction of these chambers, working tirelessly, silently, maintaining life with each soft squeeze. Imagine the blood being pushed toward the lungs through the pulmonary artery, the vessel expanding slightly with each pulse, carrying the promise of oxygen and renewal. Each beat is both precise and fluid, a dance of physics and biology that has persisted for millennia. Now shift your attention to the left side of the heart. Visualize the left atrium receiving oxygen-rich blood from the lungs, the valves opening with a delicate click to fill the left ventricle. Imagine the left ventricle contracting, more powerful, sending blood through the aorta, traveling to every organ, every muscle, every cell. Visualize the arteries branching like a vast tree, each branch narrowing into smaller vessels until microscopic capillaries reach the tiniest tissues. Feel gratitude for this complex delivery system, for the remarkable engineering of the human body that supports thought, emotion, movement, and sensation every second of your life. As you continue to explore the heart, notice the coronary arteries wrapping gently around the surface. Picture the left and right coronary arteries branching into smaller vessels, each delivering oxygen and nutrients directly to the heart muscle itself. Imagine the cells of the myocardium absorbing this life-giving blood, strengthening with each beat, repairing microtears, replacing old proteins, and maintaining elasticity. Feel the synchronization of electrical signals moving like waves of golden light along the sinoatrial node, through the atrioventricular node, and down the Purkinje fibers, orchestrating rhythm and timing with perfection. Allow your awareness to expand to the electrical system itself. Picture the SA node as a tiny conductor, sending out impulses that ripple across the atria. Feel these impulses flowing through atrial tissue, gently triggering contractions, guiding blood toward the ventricles. Visualize the signal reaching the AV node, slowing just slightly to allow the ventricles to fill completely, before cascading down the bundle of His and Purkinje fibers to stimulate contraction. Imagine this conduction system as a carefully tuned network of currents, invisible yet vital, ensuring harmony, rhythm, and life. Now drift deeper into the subtle relationship between the heart and emotions. Visualize the heart as a reservoir for feelings, where joy, gratitude, and love create gentle expansion and warmth. Picture each negative emotion, stress, anxiety, sadness, as denser, darker energy, held softly within the chambers but capable of being softened by attention and breath. Imagine your inhalation drawing in golden light, your exhalation dissolving tension into the surrounding space. Feel the heart responding, slowing, relaxing, and allowing the nervous system to settle, demonstrating the intimate connection between emotional awareness and physical well-being. Turn your focus toward the role of sleep in supporting the heart. Picture non-REM deep sleep as a protective river, flowing slowly through your body, carrying restorative signals to the heart, relaxing arteries, and decreasing blood pressure. Imagine REM sleep as a gentle current of dreams, emotions, and subconscious processing, subtly increasing heart rate, but doing so safely, guiding neural pathways, and maintaining cardiovascular balance. Visualize your heart adjusting to each stage, expanding and contracting in harmony with sleep cycles, integrating rest, repair, and preparation for the waking day. Recognize how critical uninterrupted sleep is for maintaining rhythm, reducing inflammation, and supporting long-term heart health. Now consider exercise and the heart. Imagine gentle movement, a slow walk through a sunlit forest, yoga stretches, or a series of mindful lunges and rotations. With each motion, picture the heart responding, increasing output, sending more oxygen-rich blood to muscles and organs, strengthening valves, enhancing elasticity, and reinforcing vascular health. Visualize each step as a wave of energy passing through your body, the heart syncing with breathing, muscles, and joints in perfect timing. Feel the gentle stimulation of endorphins, the soft hum of metabolic balance, the reinforcement of resilience, and the quiet assurance that movement strengthens both body and spirit. Shift now to nutrition. Visualize vibrant fruits, deep green leafy vegetables, nuts, seeds, legumes, and whole grains flowing into your body. Picture antioxidants sweeping through blood vessels, reducing inflammation, preventing damage, and supporting elasticity. Imagine omega-3 fatty acids bathing the heart cells, strengthening membranes, reducing stiffness, and promoting rhythmic stability. Visualize magnesium, potassium, and calcium moving into cells, optimizing electrical conduction, stabilizing heartbeats, and balancing contraction. Every meal, every bite, every conscious choice nourishes the heart as if it were a sacred temple, each nutrient a blessing of support, strength, and vitality. Now drift into meditative visualization. Place your hand gently over your chest. Imagine the warmth beneath your palms spreading outward, filling the atria and ventricles with golden light. Feel each heartbeat ripple through your body, expanding into the arms, the legs, the spine, and the head. Picture this light connecting every organ, every cell, creating a vast network of life and vitality. Visualize tension, stress, or negative energy softening, dissolving into the surrounding golden field. Allow your breath to become a gentle wave, synchronizing with the heart's rhythm, reinforcing balance, harmony, and calm. Imagine the long-term strength of your heart. Visualize decades passing, the heart maintaining integrity, flexibility, and rhythm, adapting to stress, aging, and activity with grace. See each lifestyle choice, sleep, nutrition, exercise, mindfulness, adding to resilience, protecting arteries, and supporting repair. Imagine minor injuries being repaired at a microscopic level, tissues renewing continuously, valves remaining supple, vessels expanding and contracting with ease. Recognize the intelligence of the heart, its ability to respond, adapt, and heal. Now explore the emotional heart further. Picture waves of compassion, gratitude, and love spreading through the chambers. Visualize anger or fear as dense energy, acknowledged without judgment, gently transformed through awareness and breath. Imagine the heart expanding with each exhale of tension, each inhalation of light, integrating mind, body, and emotion. Feel the interconnection with the nervous system, hormones, and organs. Your heart is not merely a pump. It is a dynamic hub of life, emotion, awareness, and resilience, working tirelessly to sustain your existence. Turn attention to subtle physiological processes. Picture endothelial cells lining arteries, sensing sheer stress from blood flow, releasing nitric oxide to dilate vessels. Imagine red blood cells gliding smoothly, delivering oxygen and nutrients to the farthest reaches of the body. Visualize white blood cells patrolling for injury or infection, platelets ready to prevent bleeding, and plasma carrying hormones, antibodies, and signaling molecules. See your heart at the center of this exquisite, complex system, guiding, supporting, and sustaining every process, every cell, every moment. Now drift into guided mindfulness of the heart. Imagine each heartbeat as a gentle bell, ringing softly throughout your body. Feel the vibrations extend through the chest, shoulders, arms, spine, and legs until every fiber resonates with the rhythm. Picture the heart sending waves of warmth and energy outward, connecting you to your emotions, your thoughts, and your environment. Let each beat remind you that presence, awareness, and gentleness can profoundly influence physical and emotional well-being. Finally, consider integration, the combination of sleep, nutrition, movement, emotional awareness, and breath. Visualize these elements converging like rivers flowing into a vast ocean surrounding your heart. Each component enhances the other, creating a network of support, resilience, and vitality. Feel the heart glowing warmly, beating steadily, and sending life to every corner of your body. Acknowledge its tireless work, the quiet miracle it performs, and the intimate connection it shares with every experience, emotion, and choice in your life. As you remain in this state, gently begin to bring awareness outward. Feel the golden light within the heart, the calm rhythm of breathing, the gentle support of the body against the surface you are resting on. Carry with you the awareness that the heart thrives on care, attention, and gentle presence, and that with each conscious breath, each mindful choice, each loving thought, you are nurturing its vitality, resilience, and harmony.